Streamlight TLR-6. So one of the few drawbacks to owning a Shield, in my opinion, is the lack of a bottom rail for a light. People say, well, why do you need a light? It's like your defensive carry gun. My opinion, I think any pistol or any gun you might have to use to defend yourself. You should be able to use to defend yourself in any scenario, i.e. low light. So I think you should have at least a small light on anything that you might need to do that with. What's in the box? Get some literature, a sticker, and the Streamlight Strong guy there says thanks for joining us. What everybody cares about, you get your light, you get your batteries, and you get your Allen wrench. It's actually pretty cool. The way these lights work is there's just basically the polymer that's molded to any firearm it's designed to fit. You have to buy a specific one to a specific gun, be aware. And then the light mechanism is actually just inside, which I'll show you. So the way that we get away with having a light on a Shield is it actually clips to the rail on there and locks in and then kind of grabs up here, but it gets all of its gripping from here. That's how we get away with not having a rail here. When you're going to pop this apart, you're going to need to undo these 3 screws, and then you can't forget this is your battery compartment, so you need to pop that through this guy right here, pop it open, and then undo your screws. So then we got our screws still in here, you see hanging down. And then like I talked about, that light, this is actually your light right here. And all these are is different moldings to fit different firearms. Alright, so now we're going to mount this guy to my pistol. So you just take one side and you pop it on, and it actually like pops on. You can feel it click, you can kind of hear it click. Then you're going to take the other side and the same thing. You're going to pop that on. So it's on there nice and sturdy. Now we got to put those screws back in. So I took the screws out and put them in my plastic container there to make sure I don't lose them. Alright, so now that we got this nice and snug, it's on there. Now we need to mount the batteries. For our batteries, the plus right there goes out or up as I have it oriented right now. So again, plus, out or up, however you want to look at it. You guys can see the orientation of the pistol right now. Then we close this guy. Make sure it's closed good. Kind of wondering how well that's going to stay closed. Doesn't seem like that, but we'll find out. And then we can test it. So as you see, we got a light. It's a 100 lumen light, so it's not going to be a lot, but I feel like it'll be enough for the size of pistol that I have in a jam if I need it. Here is showing what it looks like down a hallway at 5 yards with no external light, using only your light. Here we have 7 yards, a little bit more of an open space with no external light. My overview of the light is I like it. I feel like it's enough light to accomplish what you need to in a hallway or in a dark house. The battery compartment hasn't opened up accidentally on me. That being said, it spends most of the time in the holster, so I don't think that that's going to be a problem. The button's easy to access. When you draw out of your holster, your finger naturally sets on it, and I think it works good. Haven't used it enough to really test how long the batteries last, but I project them to be good. My only complaint of the light would probably be specific to the Shield, is how it grabs to the trigger guard It takes up a little bit of space. It's already a tight space, especially if you wear gloves. Now it's a little bit tighter. That being said, I can still get my finger in and out of the trigger guard easy enough. I just don't have any extra space.